Yo. Alright, man, we back. This is part 2. I got the first video uploaded, man. I went on and switched to the iPad, man, to go ahead and get the part 2 coming out, working up, cooking up. I know I rushed through those last couple games really quick, man. But as far as pitching goes, like I said, I don't like Nolasco. I don't like Graverman. I don't like Martinez. Trevor Cahill, I think the jury's still out on him. I think a lot of people are becoming believers of him. Myself personally, I'm not all the way convinced. Even though he's been pitching pretty well, man. Tonight will be a pretty good test for him, man. I think these Rangers, I think they can get to him, man. Rangers, they're another team, man. I always like to look at. They just have a lot of, I find myself doing a lot of one-offs, man, because they have some affordable players. We possibly could stack up some lefties against Cahill. Trevor Williams, I believe this will be, I don't know much about him. I really don't. I think he's a young buck. I haven't seen his name around, so I can't give you too much about him, but I can tell you that I won't have any exposure. And then Alex Wood, man, he's getting a huge fan base, man. People are loving this guy. I don't think he's all the way real, but I do think he's an option, man. Like, he may be an option. I think Fantasy Phenom just followed me. Oh, that's hard. That's love. Hey, turn up. I appreciate that. But anyways, Alex Wood, man, he's decent, man. He's decent. He'll have a good test. I know his last game he gave up 4 earned runs. But he struck out 8, I believe. So the K upside is there. But these Pirates, man, they're tough. They're really tough. My girl was distracting me. All right, man. So pitching options. Look, I wrote down Jacob deGrom, of course. That's a no-brainer. Sale, he is decent. Tanaka, I think he may be in play. I'm being a little cautious with him because of the ballpark. Gio Gonzalez, I love him, but I'm being a little cautious because the temperature is really high. I already talked about Martinez. Jake Arrieta, I think as far as being contrarian, as far as trying to, be different, this will be the lowest you can ever get Jake Arrieta, price-wise and ownership-wise. And he's an elite arm, man. Like, we can't overlook the fact that he's an elite arm, top dog pitcher. K-Stuff is there. I know he's been struggling a little bit this year. But, I may take a chance on him, man. But my top pitching is definitely going to be Jacob deGrom, if I can fit him. And if not him, I'm still trying to decide, man, between Tanaka, Martinez, and Arrieta. So we're going to see, man. It's a long day, man. It's still early. Still have plenty of time to discuss it. But those are some pitching options for sure. All of my pitching will be coming out of these guys. So, yeah, that's it for pitching. Now we're about to move on to the bats, the stacks, man. We got to see which pitchers we want to target. Starting off as a team stack, man, we looking right at the Yankees, man. These boys have been hot. I think their ownership will be a little up. It'll be a little, skyrocketed. But I don't think as heavy as the Coors bats. I know people are going to be all over the Cubs. You get the Cubbies and Coors, man, Chris Bryant, Rizzo, they could have a field day. We'll talk about them later, man. But, yeah, man, I really like the Yankees. I think we could definitely target Ricky Davis. The Yankees, they're getting better and better, man. They got Sanchez back. You got Matt Holliday playing out of his mind. You got Brett Gardner just hitting home runs like it's nothing. They got Didi Gregorius back. He's a beast. And then you got Aaron Judge batting 7th. Like, this is the home run leader in the MLB right now, and he's batting in the 7th spot, man. That goes to show you how good their lineup is. Castro's been on fire. Jacoby Ellsbury has a stolen base upside. I think we can literally take anybody out of the Yankees, man. I would feel comfortable. Anybody. Even if they roll out Greg Bird, I'm down with that, man. Chris Carter, I'm down with that. They're definitely in play. Ricky Davis is not a great pitcher. And they're in a small ballpark, man. There's definitely going to be homers. There's homers to be had. So that's going to be my number one stack for sure. Next stack I wanted to talk about. We can discuss the Cubbies, man. The Cubbies are definitely going to be in play. The only question is, if you pan up for these Cubs bats in Coors Field, you have to find you a gem of a pitcher, man. That's going to lead you to roster one of these. And I'll give you my other pitchers. That's going to lead you to roster a Alex Wood or a Kai Hill or like a Blake Snell, Gio. Like, you're going to have to pay down for pitching. There's going to be no Jacob deGrom when I clearly think he's the number one pitching option for tonight. So if you want to make you a Cubby stack, first thing, make sure you stay up on the weather. Don't get burned by the weather. And then you got to find you a gem of a pitcher, man. Please, please, please. Don't try to fit a Cub stack and pay up for pitching and then have four, or have three like 2K guys, man. You don't want that. That's a super top heavy lineup, and chances are it won't work for you, man. Chances are it won't come through. So yeah, man, make sure if you roster in a Cubbies lineup, you find you some bat value before you try to just squeeze everything in there. But the Cubs bats are definitely in play, going up against Santazella. Young Buck, he's not that good. We could definitely target him. And it's Coors slate, man. They're playing at Coors Field. Homers will be had. You can mark my word. But my second stack, I think the Cubs, that's just like a no-brainer. Everybody know Coors Field, Cubs bats. Take what you want. But my second stack of the day is going to be the Dodgers, man. They're going up against a young buck in Trevor Williams. I don't think he has the sauce yet. I don't think he's ready for this spot. This is a late night hammer stack. And we can make something happen, dude. I like Tolles. I like Seager. Turner's in play. Bellinger's been on fire. Jock Peterson coming back. We can stack these boys up, man. Their implied run total is 4.8. Not the highest on the slate, but it's one of the highest. I think they could go a little underlooked, man. One thing I'd rather do, try to find me a stack that's going to be a little bit under the radar, man. You don't have to dig a ton, but, the lesser owned stacks, man, they always will benefit you, especially if your stacks hit. So I really like the Dodgers as my second stack. I'm going to try to find you one more, man. I got a lot of one-offs, man. I like a lot of people in different spots. I'm going to try to find you one more solid stack. And I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals, man. I think the Cardinals will do it for me. Yeah, we're gonna rock with the Cardinals, man. Decent ballpark, like I said, it's pretty much neutral. Adam Conley has been trash. He's been butt cheeks. He's been struggling, man, and we can definitely take advantage of that. These Cardinal bats are starting to heat up like the weather in Miami. So, we could definitely take advantage of this. Their implied run total is 3.9. And yeah, man, I think they're in a really solid spot. We can get some of these cheap bats from the Cardinals. You can look at Wong, Pham. I think he went yard. I don't want to say twice yesterday, but I feel like something is telling me he went yard twice. I know he definitely did once. Matt Carpenter, man, he's been on fire. He got it rolling against the Braves. But the ballpark really benefited him. Hopefully, if Dexter Fowler, if he's back in the lineup, man, I'm definitely looking for him. Definitely will be attacking Adam Conley in this spot. So, yeah, man, I think the Cardinals are definitely in play. So, top stacks of the day, We got, of course, we got the Yankees. We have the Dodgers. And then the last one is going to be the Cards, man. I think they're in a good spot. People worth mentioning, I want to say the Mets, because Matt Moore, man, he really struggles on the road. And the Mets, they have a lot of switch hitters. And we could get some cheap value out of this game, man. We definitely could. And the Mets, they've been getting it rolling here. Besides yesterday. Yesterday, they let me down big time, I know. But I think they could get it rolling against Matt Moore. So he's worth taking a look at. Honorable mentions. We could do a little mini game stack with the Nationals and Orioles. I think there's definitely there'll definitely be runs scored. We definitely have some of the best hitters in this game. So if you want to target this game for like your one-offs, like a Manny Machado or Bryce Harper, if you can fit these guys, if you're not completely stacking the shit out of cores, I think we could definitely look at that. What else do I like, man? I don't want to really go at Marcus Stroman with these Cleveland bats. I think some Toronto bets would definitely be in play. Their implied run total is 4.4. I think it's a decent spot, man, for some of these guys. Trevor Bauer, he's just, I'm not too afraid of him. He's a decent pitcher, man. He can manage a game. Oh, one guy worth mentioning, man. This guy's been crushing. Yonzer Alonso, man. He has been crushing. He's at 9 home runs for the season. He hit 2 the other night. I think 1 last night. He's been crushing, man. We could definitely look at him. Ricky Nolasco is not a great pitcher by any means. And Healy, the dude batting right after him. They're both first base eligible. Healy's on DraftKings, he's third base eligible. So if you want to do a little A stack with the 2 hottest players on the A's, man, you could give that a shot. And yeah, man, that's gonna pretty much do it. I do think now as some contrarian plays, man, these late 2 games, I like some of these Rangers bats. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Cahill. I think his numbers are better than he is right now. So I'm not afraid of these Rangers bats. We can always get them at a cheap price. So yeah, I like some of those bats, and then some of these Pirates bats. Alex Wood, man, I like him a little bit, but I'm not completely sold that he's as good as everybody thinks he is, man. So if it turns out that Alex Wood is becoming the chalk for today, I will be having me a Pirate stack at some point in one of my lineups, man, because I'm just not a believer, man. And anytime you can go against the chalk, you'll be in a good situation, man. So that's going to do it, man. Hopefully this video helped. We got to focus. Make sure you do your homework. Stay up on weather. Do all the good stuff, man. Find you something you like. Make a stand. Don't try to cover everybody, man. Just figure out the top plays that you like. Hopefully this video gave you a little direction. Give me a thumbs up, a like, man, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Shout out to all the people rocking with me. I appreciate the love. Yeah, man, bless up. Have a wonderful day. And man, tonight, later on tonight, what we gonna do? We gonna get to the green line, man. We got to, man. Let's get to the green line, man. Cash out. Bless up. Have a good day, y'all.